And the radio been watching since a baby, so I'm representing Casey Mo. Casey Mo, roll. I'm representing Casey.
Hi, it's Kansas Sports TV here, back to another video. We'll be previewing the Wichita State game in this video as they look to take on Dayton. And there's a lot of shock around this one because a lot of people would think it would be the other way around. Wichita State would be the 7 seed, Dayton would be the 10 seed. And for some reason, Wichita State seemed to have gotten massively undervalued. Maybe it's, well, they play in the Missouri Valley Conference, which isn't generally that good. There's a couple good teams in it, and that's about it. But it's kind of shocking that they got 10 seed, and so shocking to most people that Wichita State's actually favored like by 75% of people, even though they're the lower seed. So even though technically by seeding and being upset for Wichita State to win, Dayton actually has the would actually be more of an upset according to most of the nation if they were able to pull off a victory. Now, one thing Dayton has going for them is that they have 4 seniors in their starting lineup, and so they have experience. They've been in the tournament before, but they haven't been necessarily the best this year. And Wichita State coming in the tournament, it's been a 15-0 run coming into the tournament, and they've been very solid. And Dayton was shocking in the Atlantic Epic Conference tournament, losing early on for such a team of their stature in that conference. They should really be doing better than what they did. And it's pretty much like the favorite upset according to seeding that everybody's picking Wichita State to win the game. I personally don't know a lot about either team. I don't really get to watch Wichita State that much or Dayton. I'm not always on TV, but I think Wichita State probably has a better team. Now, Dayton's 1-2 against top 25 teams, and Wichita State's 0-1, and so Dayton does have the advantage in that. But about every other stat you look at, Wichita State, besides BPI, which it's really close, Wichita State seems to have more of the stats with some of the similar teams they played. Wichita State's been better in those games, and game being played in Indianapolis, it's not necessarily home court for anybody necessarily. It's probably close to Dayton, but it's gonna be a really interesting game because a year or two ago, Kentucky, which is who Wichita State would probably play if they won the game, were massively underseeded, and Wichita State ended up getting them as a 1 seed in the second round, in the round of 32, when Kentucky was like an 8 or a 9 seed, and they should have probably been a 5 or a 6. And they ended up losing to Kentucky, who was massively underseeded. So it'll be interesting to see if Wichita State can get a massive revenge against Kentucky for what they did to them a couple years ago when they were a 1 seed and everybody was talking about them. And now nobody's rating them. They're rated way lower than they should be, and it's up to them to prove that they deserve to be rated higher in future tournaments and that they deserve to be a recognized program. And so, with Wichita State by far the better defense in Dayton, I think they have the matchups. I think Wichita State will advance, but I think they're going to lose to Kentucky. And I wish Wichita State all the best of luck they can get in the tournament in the South region of the NCAA tournament.
And the radio been watching since a baby, so I'm representing Casey Mo. Casey Mo.